All right, this is the month of July, and I had a pretty good month, as you can see with all of these tags. Now, whenever I receive my end of the month payout, what I get is an envelope filled with all of the tags of all the items that sold. And then I also get a little slip of paper that says how much I made, how much I paid in commission, and what my final total is. And I'll show you that piece in just a minute, but we're gonna go through real quickly and just kind of explore some things that sold that were pretty neat in the booth. And then I'll go on the paper and I'll show you the categories of the things that sold the best and all of that. So right over here, we actually did sell some salt and pepper shakers. I have two areas in my booth where I have salt and pepper shakers set up. And the great thing about them is that they take up a small footprint and they draw people in. I mean, people do like salt and pepper shakers. So I sell the better ones online. So for the most part, the ones in my booth are between $3 and $6. So we have some Native American ones here that sold. Well, I didn't even write what that is. Clear glass, I don't know. Just some random odds and end ones, cheeseburgers. So we had some of those sell, and that was pretty good. I sold quite a bit of furniture this month, so that is really nice because furniture items tend to drive the prices up. So I sold a Hollywood Regency style gold mirror, $29. And then this is an old metal cabinet. That cabinet I bought for $5 at an estate sale, and I sold it for $50. Then we have an old wood chair. Don't remember what this is about. Maybe I paid $1 or $2, sold it for $20. White painted stool. Again, this was probably a $2 or $3 thing. Sold it for $12. And then I sold a wood step stool for $20. And then this is really faded. It's an old wood ladder. This was outside. That's why it's now faded. And that's not even my tag, but it's my item. So $25 with that. And then what else do we have over here? Okay, this bit right here is all the items that I got for free except for these scissors. Hello, Stella. What are you doing? Hello. Okay. All right, so these are the items I got for free on my little adventures of trash picking. And so we have a large picture frame that sold for $8, a tree trunk rack. Now this thing is that bird, it's technically I think a bird rack. Still, you just want all the attentions, don't you? Do you have to go outside? Yep, of course you do. All right. Craftsman style floor lamp. I got this from the neighbor, $34. That's great. Bag of Legos and a bag of My Little Ponies. I both got those for free and I sold them for $5 per bag. I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit. I sold some different Pyrex items, some glasses. Here's a Pyrex Spring Blossom, Spring Green or Crazy Daisy, and the 4-piece bowl set. Sold for $40. I originally had $65, then I marked it to $50. Then I happened to be there while the customer came in and she offered $40, so I was like, whatever. And I've had them in my booth for a very long time and they take up a good amount of room, so I'd like to just sell them. I might have paid $30, honestly, for the set of them. So it's just mostly a learning experience at that point. That's okay. The green Pyrex stuff from the 70s doesn't do as well as some of the others. We did sell some soaps. I'll go into that in just a minute. These are mostly decor items. I sold a ceramic Christmas tree for $60. That was in one of my videos, and I think I paid $20, $25, $30 for it, or maybe $15. I don't remember. So that's awesome that I was able to sell it in the booth. Otherwise, if I couldn't get at least $60, I was going to put it online because I know on those ceramic trees I can get like $80 online. So then we also have a couple random things like quilts. And then this clock right here, it's a cuckoo clock, and it sold for $65. That clock is technically not mine. Aaron bought that at a antique store, and so, at a flea market, and I think he paid $25 or $30 for it. So he wanted to sell it after a while, and so he made a little bit of money there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and show you the total sales right here. So this is the month of July. Sold $648.65 worth of items in the month. That's for the whole month. Paid $64.86 in commission. The commission is 10% of the sale, and that does include what does that include? Well, it includes the if they use a card, if they pay with a credit card or something like that. And then the antique mall handles the taxes and all that stuff. So really, I ended up getting paid a check of $583.79 for the month. So all you have to do out of that number is take out cost of goods, which I don't really know, and you have to take out the rent. And the rent technically for 2 booths in my particular antique mall is $80 per booth. But since I have 2 booths, I have a slightly better deal than that. And just because I don't want to have, I don't know how they handle that, so I don't want to mention exactly what I pay just in case other vendors are happening to watch this. I don't know. I just don't want to give out too much information that I'm not supposed to. But it's a better deal than 160, right? 160. Yeah, better deal than 160. So that is the items that sold. And now just over here, we can see some of the main departments, or whatever you want to call them. Salt and pepper shakers only did $15, fine. Furniture, outstanding, $155 worth of items I sold were furniture based. In the free category, $64. That means I paid $0, but I did have time invested. Kitchenware, I just lumped all that kind of stuff together, $134. And the kitchenware items mostly are things like this: character glasses, Pyrex, little vase things, pitchers, other Pyrex, Coke bottles, that kind of stuff. So that's under kitchenware. Then we have various decor at another $130, and that falls into this kind of stuff where we have the Christmas tree, cardinal pear on a stump, a ship decoration, oil lamp, African pear, seashell, that kind of stuff. Now there's a couple other things like these scissors. I've sold 2 things of scissors. I didn't put those in a bundle or in a place because they're not technically anything except useful, really. And then some of these other things I did not care to put in this is one book that sold $3. It's a German festival that goes on over here nearby because there's a lot of German descent. Aaron's clock has a $65 line item, and then I only sold soaps of $44 this month. Not very good, but that's to be expected because we're not really in a gift-giving season right now. I think that the soap is going to go up in October, November, December very well, and I just sort of have to watch that. Now, the soap is an issue. It's a situation because to get the best price, you need to order a certain amount of soap at a time to forego having to pay any sort of a shipping. And I don't like paying shipping because that cuts into margins. So the idea is to order enough that you get the quantity discounts and everything like that. But the problem with that is having so much overstock and waiting for it to sell. Certain soaps take longer to sell. I know there's a few soaps that I have that I really wish I had more stock to fill them because those would continue to sell. But I can't just order one kind of soap. It would be not financially smart to do that. So certain things like that's a little annoying about the soap aspect of things. And I try to remember that soap is not really a money maker for me. It does make some money, but it's mostly there to draw people in and to help capture the audience as they walk by. So I think I had a pretty good month. I actually I went to the mall yesterday, Wednesday. That's my normal day to stock up and everything. And I happened to buy one of my first fun things here. It's a mechanical pencil. My first fun thing. That's not what I was trying to say. This is my first go at vintage like pens and pencils and things. So this is a mechanical pencil, and it's made by Marlin. At first I thought that was some guy's name, but there happened to be a collector there that knows a little bit about pens and fountain pens and all of that. And he said, no, that's the name brand. So this is a really fun pen. I love the coloring on here and the design. So I'm going to continue to research pens, pencils, all things like that, and see what I can find. For the most part of the morning, I've been watching videos and researching fountain pens, and that's a whole nother aspect. There's a company called Mont Blanc, and it is their pens. If you look them up on eBay, go for crazy high prices, hundreds, thousands of dollars, not hundreds of thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars per pen. And that's just because some are made with gold and I don't know, all the stuff that goes into making them. There's just a whole world out there, and I find it very intriguing. So I was learning about fountain pens this morning. There's a lot that goes into fountain pens. You don't just buy a fountain pen and use it whenever you want. You have to clean them after so long because the ink can dry up if you don't use them and stuff like that. So there are different caveats and reasons for and against fountain pen usage. That was my morning, and I had a little bit of fun learning about it, and I'm going to continue to learn about it, and maybe I'll have a small collection of pens and pencils. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to try to get another video up soon because I need to go sourcing again, but there are limited sources right now for resourcing or sourcing. There are limited ways of sourcing right now. We're in the kind of heat of the summer, so things are a little dry on that front. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.